You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
I can't believe this is motherfucking happening! Okay, guys. All right, another TV spot, and you know what? Let's just be real. The hand. That's really what the shot is about. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, the phone call, to Brody and Elle and all that. That's good stuff. That kind of gives us an idea of the intensity, the separation between the two, because obviously we all know going into the movie that Brody. Ford's going to be away from his wife, Elle, quite a bit. You know, with the last trailer, the international trailer, we got a very, very quick scene of them together, but I think that's about it. I think we'll probably see that in the beginning. Most of the movie, they'll be separate, and then in the end, if it turns out to be a happy ending, we'll see them get together, but we'll see what happens. Now, you know, I got to be honest, though. As much as I'm excited about all this stuff going on, and as much as I love the TV spots and I love the marketing, I'm getting a little nervous because they're systematically really showing a lot now. And while I am a huge Godzilla fan, I gotta be fair, especially doing what I do here in the channel, reviewing and comparing and contrasting different forms of entertainment. You know, we could sit here all day and criticize Spider-Man, but you know, Godzilla's swiftly catching up. I mean, we've gotten 3 trailers, now we got 2 TV spots, and they've been the talk of the town for about the past month. And while I still think Spider-Man has a good head on him in terms of marketing, because everything they've released has been a full-fledged trailer, while Godzilla has the teaser, the official, and then the international, and then now the 2 TV spots. But, I mean, it's still exciting. Even from that aspect, I mean, I think the difference between the two is that we've gotten Spider-Man so much in the last 14 years. You know what I mean? We got Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 the first time around. Now we got the Amazing Spider-Man and now the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I think the difference is that we're not surprised with what we're seeing from Spider-Man. And it's good stuff. I mean, I loved The Amazing Spider-Man. I thought it was a great movie. My favorite scene is when he's web-slinging through the cranes and all that. That gave me goosebumps. But those are the things we come to expect from a Spider-Man movie. That great feeling of seeing him sling through the city and doing his thing. See, with Godzilla, there's more mystery behind the monster. No, well, pun intended. Because we know this is going to be miles and miles ahead of 1998. We know that this is going to be miles and miles ahead of what we've seen even from Japan. We know that they've taken it seriously. Legendary and Gareth are trying to make this their baby. So there's so much mystery there, especially even with the marketing campaign, that now it almost seems like now it's like, wow, it's almost like it's too much. Actually, somebody said it best in The Nation. I think it was Chase Wagner said in The Nation, he said, wow, all this Godzilla stuff, this is so overwhelming. And you know what? I agree with that. It is overwhelming because you go from one extreme of not getting anything to now we've gotten something, like I said before, almost every week. Now, in terms of this little spot, 30 seconds, and let's agree that the money shot is his hand on the floor. And for those of you who are curious, that is his hand. If you want to confirm that it's his hand, just take a look at any Godzilla action figure, look at the feet, and you'll clearly see a significant difference. What could that mean? It could mean that he's coming up from the ground. It could mean that he's in the middle of a fight and got his ass knocked out. It could mean a bunch of things. It could mean that he was creeping. Maybe he's fighting a Muto and he gets down and he creeps. I think we're going to see a lot of different things from this Godzilla that we haven't seen before. So, it could be that him and the Muto got into an intense fight. They're playing cat and mouse. He's hunting him down or vice versa. And, who knows? Who knows? But obviously in the scene, he seems to be getting up. So it could be that he did get knocked down and he gets up again. Look, all this stuff is so exciting. I mean, let's be honest. We knew the world would not be the same, with all this Godzilla stuff. When it first started, few people cried. Some people laughed because, Godzilla's so corny. And in some of the older movies, some people were silent, with shock. They just didn't understand that, Godzilla was actually coming back. I remember this line from this book I read. I think it was some sort of scripture, and it had this story about this prince taking on multi-armed form as Vishnu, and he doing his duty and things of that nature. I don't remember word for word, but I do remember that, he looked at his master and he says, now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. Just trying to be funny. But anyway, guys, so that's it. That's it for this little TV spot. I mean, there's a good chance we might get another one tomorrow. Same thing. If I review it, it's going to be at night, especially considering tomorrow I do work from 12 to 7, so I won't be around in the afternoon. So I probably won't even get to see it until I get home from work. So I know there'll be 101 people asking me if I've seen it. So I'm letting you know ahead of time. Yes, I'll probably be seeing it at around 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow night when I get in from work. But anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.